Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Only reason I'm going live right now is because I had a couple of questions. Well, a couple of people asked me some questions, and I figured it's better to just answer them live. I'm in the process of canning the brisket, and I said before I do that, let me answer a few questions. So we won't be on here but a minute. Really, because I'll show you in a minute. I really want to get this brisket canned up for y'all because I want to see how it turns out too. Hey, everything. Hey, Fresh and Sassy. Let me see. Sylvester, Sylvia. Hey, Sylvia, Teresa, Andrew Chaplin, Medic Girl. Good morning, Renee Maxim, Felicia Brown, Thea Sumter, Carolyn Boyd, Kim Rutherland, Tina, Brenda King. I like the name Tina. Easy to remember. Easy name to remember. Gigi's Curls. All in the Soil. Love your name. Hey, how you doing? All in the Soil. Let me see. Row 1. Katrina Verges. Kathy Wheat, Gregory Stewart, Rose 5150. Hey, Rose. Guava, Rose. Guava. That's my sister right there. She taught me a lot. Michelle Pierce, Woman to Woman Homestead. How y'all doing this morning? Grove Family Networks. What's up, family? Good to see you in here. Guava. Everybody pull out your coffee or your tea this morning or your smoothie or your low-fat weight shake or whatever you got, because that's what we doing this early in the morning. How y'all doing? Top of the morning to you. Lisa Washington, Deborah, I know that was a terrible impersonation. Let me see. Angela, Terrence Whitmore, Cynthia Color. All right now. So I'm going to answer a few questions. I don't know if the people are in here. I know it's like super early. It's early because I want to get up and get this going. But I got that ginger and garlic tea heating up. Heat it up. Let's get it rolling. Let me get my coffee. It's not that serious. Y'all like, ooh, what you about to do? Nothing bad. Let me see. Red Hot Mom. Let me see. Good morning, Mr. Garden Man. May God continue to make your day wonderful and your thumbs and fingers in green continue doing good work. That dude definitely. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So, okay, Laird Farmer, I'm taking your advice and putting my lemon trees in a greenhouse. Thank you. And that's what I kind of want to touch on too. This is all about that. All of the questions that you guys emailed me after the last video, I'm going to try to answer some of them now. And if you got extra ones, you can throw in there real quick. Throw them at me. Number one, I'm going to just let out my number one question that was asked of me, which was, hi, Courtney Jackson. Hi, all. Can anyone see me? We can see you, Courtney Jackson. Simple Loving Life said, hi, Mr. Laird. Love from the Netherlands. Hello, Netherlands. How you doing today? Simple Loving Life, preparing soil 18-gallon containers cheaply. How do you prepare? Wait a minute. Preparing soil in 18-gallon containers cheaply. I'm gonna tell you this. That takes preparation and time to fill up all of these. And that's another video that I got coming. To fill up all of those containers, I did videos on this years ago. To fill up all of those containers that everybody is buying, everybody is building rather, these giant raised bed gardens, it costs an MFing fortune to fill those with soil. To fill them with soil. And I got videos showing you if you just collect all the leaves that you can possibly collect and run them over with your lawnmower and fill your raised bed with the leaves, the crushed up leaves, and let them just sit. And then you might want to sprinkle a little bit of topsoil, cheap topsoil on top of that, and then put a little something out the ground so all of that organic matter can start living in there, because if you don't put nothing living in there, you're gonna have a hard time growing anything. You can't just buy a bunch of bags from the store and it work out, okay? So just leaves, and then it's gonna take time for them to break down. So I say collect as many leaves as you can over this fall and put them to the side, grind them up, keep putting them, keep dumping them in your raised bed. Trust me, it'll keep going down, and that turns into pure black soil. Okay, I had another question in here too. Let me see. It was so, and I showed y'all that's how I got a lot of my soil. Cutting your grass and putting your grass clippings in there, everything. It was another question I just seen. This thing is moving so fast. Let me see. Okay, there was hi, can you see me? Containers, okay. Thank you, Tiff Tiff. I see you are my favorite YouTuber. Thank you so much. No more questions. It was something about a pomegranate. Somebody said, got the last wash tub for $4.89 at Walmart yesterday. Congratulations. Somebody asked about a pomegranate. Oh, Reese's Plant Blythewood have pomegranates $29.99 in Blythewood. Reese's Plants. I might have to go check them out. I'm off today, so I might have to go over there, even though I've already ordered like a total of 8. My dumb butt. But I'm going to tell you, on my pomegranate video, I'm going to show you and tell you exactly why I did that, even though I'm running out of space out here. Good morning, beauty is nature. Okay, Linda Carver says, do you think a pomegranate tree, that's what I was looking for, will grow in zone 7? I'm going to say do your research on that and make sure the pomegranate that you purchased, the variety that you purchased, will grow in 7. Missing my necklace. I knew something felt funny. I'm going to say yes. Don't listen to me. Do your research and go check and see, okay? Look online and see whatever variety that you want to buy, like the Wonderful, and double check and see if it will, okay? Don't listen to me on that one. Those tubs you suggested are hard to find. They are now. They used to be everywhere, but it also depends on where you are, because I hear a lot of people, like my Walmarts, tons of them everywhere now, everywhere. But other people in other cities and states are like, can't find it. So call your AG extension. There you go. That'll work too. Thank you. Hey, Beauty in the Garden. Hey, thank you. You see, the song is always in my head, and I've been humming it since I was a kid. So when I found it, I got this over in Australia. And when I found it, listen, I paid whatever they asked me for. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Larita King, how you doing this morning? And I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hey, Scrappity Doo. There's a guy with a video on here in zone 7, and he shows his pomegranate that looks like a doggone Christmas tree with the red ornament balls on it. See, that's why I was like, I'm going to say yes on that, because they're really hardy. Even when they freeze up, they only freeze the tips off, just like a Meyer lemon, but then they explode with growth. Felicia Brown, when is the best time to plant potatoes in South Carolina? In the spring. In the spring. Let me see. Yeah, let's get the coffee. So one of my questions, I'm gonna get right to that because I don't want to be on here all day. Well, I can't be on here all day. Real quick. Can't find seeds, try to shave and pick seeds from grocery stores, still nothing. Any suggestion? We're literally working on a seed exchange group right now so we can solve that problem. We'll help solve that problem in the Greenhouse Lounge. So there will be the Greenhouse Lounge seed exchange that we're trying to work on, and anybody is welcome. And Miss Craft is handling all my business on that, and she's going to present it to me, and I'm gonna present it to the world, and then we can get that rocking and rolling. Okay. Yes, the Greenhouse Seed Exchange, we working on that right now because so many people need seeds. You got these people over here that need seeds, And these people over here that got too many seeds, people like me, too many seeds, is people like y'all ain't got no seeds. Okay, so we're all going to come together and help each other out on that. So Etsy has strawberry seeds if you need it. Strawberry seeds. I say buy a strawberry plant. You can grow them from seeds if you want to, strawberries. Buy a plant because you're putting yourself through more. I say buy a plant. You just making it harder than you got to make it. Because once you got a plant, it's going to give you strawberries. The strawberries going to give you seeds. It just moves it along faster. We all out of time. I'm going to say this real quick. With the stuff that's going on right now, we don't have really a whole bunch of time to keep experimenting with stuff. You know, food is getting short and scarce. Right now, the experimental phase of will this work is kind of like out the window. Right now, we want to get in the garden and do what works and what we know works in your area, in your garden. That experimental phase to see if this tree will grow, will this seed germinate, cut that out for a while. Because right now, we kind of in a little bit of survival phase here. So that's why we going hard right now, okay? So don't be trying to grow strawberries from those seeds. Trust me, that's hard work. I know some people can do it easy, but you don't know what they did, how they did it right now. Just it's easy. Pay $3 and just go buy a nice size strawberry plant. Strawberries already hanging off it. And then you got instant seeds on that berry. Don't do it. I promise you. You can do it if you want to, but I'm just saying I wouldn't right now. Let me see. Say I'm in South Carolina next to the mountains and I've got tomatoes growing wild, has blossoms on them. Well, that's excellent. Keep your eye on them. You might want to take a little cutting off too. My lemon tree dropped all the leaves, but it's holding on to the lemons. What should I do? Absolutely nothing. Your lemon is letting loose energy. It's getting rid of the leaves because it's trying to support the lemons. That means you ain't feeding it enough. When you get lemons, when you get fruit on your tree, any tree, that means you give it a little extra water and you give it a little extra food. You give it that middle number because that middle number is feeding the fruit now. You want that fruit to get healthy and grow stronger, bigger. Did y'all see the size of my lemons out there? When I showed you, and I showed you that lemon was that big, that lemon was a Meyer lemon. Okay? And that's why we're here too. Because I'm telling you, the title of this video is, man, your plants eat the same thing you eat. And don't nobody want to believe that. Your plants eat the same thing you eat. And everybody says, oh, you can only add organic material. That's right. But that's where they start drawing lines and messing people up. Your plant ain't a vegetarian or a vegan. Your plant is a survival. That, remember I said, I'm not a meat eater. I'm not a vegan. I'm not a vegetarian. I'm a survivor. I'm going to eat whatever I have to eat to keep my heart thumping. Your tree ain't no different. You think your tree or your plant is going to say, oh, don't give me that dead squirrel. I only eat grass. Okay? No. Your tree is going to eat whatever lays up under it and lays down and dies on those roots, whether it be leaves, whether it be sticks, whether it be branches, squirrels or possums. Hey, Gigi's Natural, good morning to you. So, okay, I just want people to know that. So when I showed you me put the coffee and the eggs, squirrels is organic. That's right, organic material. Now here's what I had to tell one person, and I think I may have swayed the way they think because they kind of went back and forth with me for it wasn't nothing bad, but we kind of went back and forth. And I want you to understand something. The same people to start, talk about religion, spirituality, faith, and being woke, they always leave out the little parts. There's nothing wrong with that, but don't tell the whole story. Don't leave out pieces. Number one, first thing they say, we are from the earth, right? Thank you, Farmer Q. We are from the earth, right? And back to the earth we'll go. So if you crave food like this, what makes you think that your trees and your plants don't crave it too? We are from the earth. And I bet you, I guarantee you, you put a squirrel up under one of these trees, or, God forbid something happened to one of your pets and you put it out under one of those trees. I know it sounds morbid, but it's just the truth. All of that protein, nutrients out of that it's going in that tree. That tree is going to grow like wildfire. Oh God, I gotta stop saying it. It's going to spread like mustard. Okay. So your plants in your garden, if you keep that in your head and stop with the scientific, nothing wrong with scientific stuff. Nothing wrong with it. Good morning, Mary E. But I'm telling you, right. Thank you, Courtney Jackson. When people sell you bone meal, thank you, Courtney Jackson, and blood meal, what do you think that is? That's dried blood from animals from slaughterhouses and dried bones, grinded up powdered bone from a slaughterhouse. And they think that's okay, but putting squirrels under your tree is morbid. That's what I'm saying. That's unrealistic to me. You got to use your head. And if you see y'all see how many animals out here, right? Out on my land. Okay. They all don't make it. And when I run across one that did make it, he go under one of them trees and they lay, how do you get them trees? Ooh, they so beautiful. Squirrel, snake, possum, raccoon meat, all that stuff go in there. Fish emulsion, dead fish wash up on my land out here. Dead turtles, geese, a big goose. Every time I get a big goose, it go under Bonita. Right. Sin B. Davis said, I don't think I realized bone meal and blood meals was from all animal bones. No, it's not just from no fish. It don't say fish bones or fish blood. It's a bone meal and blood meal coming from any animal, from mostly slaughterhouses, because once they slaughter the animal and take the meat and make steaks, what you think they're going to do with the skeleton? They're going to make profit off the skeleton too. They want to make everything like my uncle used to say, well, my mom used to say, from the rooter to the tutor. They're going to make a dime out of everything on that animal. Hey, Rachel Evans, thank you so much, Rachel Evans Dixon, for all the micronutrients, the nutrients, the vitamins, the minerals. Don't let them fertilizer bags fool you. Even if it's organic. I'm going to tell you this, just so you know. When you open a bag of chemical fertilizer, it smells like chemicals, don't it? When you open a bag of organic fertilizer, you be like, whew, it smells like doo-doo. It stink. It's like it take your breath away. You wasn't ready for that. That's because it's from something that used to be walking around these parts. Hey, Davis Garden. Yeah, it's been a while. Hey, Tracy Phelps. Most definitely. So it stank. I'm going to keep it real. Here's one right here. I'm going to just show you real quick, okay? This is Lady Led's. This is her experiment. This is the giant okra that she done already took a bunch of seeds, and this stuff was all busted up. She took the hulls of the okra, and the okra that was messed up, put it in this jar of water, and let me tell you about something. If that don't smell like bum mouth, that thing stank. Thank you, Sin B. Davis. That thing stank right there. You dig what I'm saying? That thing stank. It smells just like my banana water. That everybody that tried my funk juice, my funk water, which was the banana water, that thing stank after a couple weeks. Y'all know it do. It stank good. Y'all think Lady Linda's 511 stank? Smell some of that doggone banana water. It'll sit you down someplace. Smell like, yes, bad mouth. Not with a TH, with an F. Bad mouth. Mouth is people that think about brushing their teeth. A mouth is that was the last thing on your agenda today. You dig what I'm saying? I know people like that. They wake up like, oh, guess I'll go to work. No, you better not. You better sit there and brush that tooth. Brush that tooth, man. That's all you got. Just like CMB, baby. That's all you got. You got that one tooth. You ever hear somebody say, you had one job and you got one tooth and you want that to slip out. Man, take care of that one you got left. Shoo. CMB, baby. That tooth is all you got. So let me stop because I'm gonna stop clowning because we'll be on here for hours if I start clowning. Now, this is just crushed up eggshells that we collect every morning from, yes, tooth with an F. That's how you spell it. T-O-O-F. Not T-O-U-T-H. No, that's for people that care. A tooth is when you got about this many left. So, a tooth. So, just throw our eggshells in here. We take our eggshells and put them in there. And we throw this in the garden because your garden is going to eat, right, a muffin. Because if you only got two tooths, that's how you say muffin. Muffin. It's a wrap. So with everybody that was like, here's the other question. The eggs. They was like, was those boiled eggs? Did you put in that garden smoothie? No. No. Hey, Hidden Harvest Grow Lights, my man. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you, Hidden Harvest. Hidden Harvest Grow Lights. If everybody, the winter is coming, and I'm going to do a video with my friend here. The winter is coming, so a lot of people are going to start growing indoors like this. And you're going to have, you need grow lights. Please go visit my friend, Hidden Harvest Grow Lights, on his channel here on YouTube. Is Hidden Harvest Grow Lights. He just gave me the $20 super chat. Please go look at his channel because he's going to help all the gardeners here over the winter trying to grow indoors. He got some of the best lights on YouTube. I got some, and the lights y'all saw me with my indoor grow tent, those were from my friend, Hidden Harvest Grow Light. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Trust me, go look at him and check him out. I'm going to put it in the descriptions when I'm done. But please go check his channel out. He will help you out with your indoor growing. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, you know what? It's thank you all in the soil. It's not just saving money. It's just common sense. Everybody say, dang, Led, why didn't you talk through that whole video? I didn't talk on purpose. I didn't talk because I'll talk like I'm doing now, get sidetracked. It's nothing to talk about. You get you a blender. You don't even got to do all of this. I've been doing this for years, and y'all look back in my playlist, and I got tons of these exact videos. But I ain't going all through this. Look here. You take your eggs, you throw them in there. Everybody says, is them boiled? Is them boiled, Led? No. Here's something I want to let y'all know too. When you got organic eggs, your organic egg shells tend to be harder shelled. The shell is harder than them store-bought eggs because your chickens is really out there eating stuff to keep that egg strong and keep that shell strong. So, because it's supposed to be hatching out some chicks, right? So when you feed your chicken organic food, they have a harder, stronger shell. So when I was throwing them in there, just like I just did, people like, oh, them was boiled eggs. I removed those comments because number one, they didn't have nothing to do with what I was doing. Number two, didn't know what you was talking about, and I didn't want everybody else missing the message for the mess. You came in the chat room with mess, so people start losing the message. So I had to, it ain't that I don't like you or nothing. I just didn't want people to get sidetracked on nonsense, which was organic eggs just don't break that easily. So watch this. Y'all see me just slam those two in here. It's not a magic trick. See how hard I had to break that? And I bet you the one up under it ain't even broke. See that? Ain't even broke. That's organic eggs for you right there. You got to You look, that one broke, but look at this one. Still perfectly. Organic eggs is just stronger. That mean they healthier. That mean they got more nutrients and everything in that shell than a store-bought egg. Okay? So here's another thing. Because people don't have chickens, so people don't know. They don't run into these situations. Now, here was the argument on the channel in the comments was this. Yeah, them is definitely boiled eggs. Hell, why would he be using? See, he cheating. He using boiled eggs. Number one, just to show you that that was mess and making people miss the message. Because even if they were boiled, what difference would it make? That was, I didn't even go back and forth and say that. Even if the eggs were boiled, it's just an egg. All the nutrients, even if I would have boiled them, all the nutrients from the egg and the egg water is going in the jar, feeding the ground. No, it didn't make any sense. So that's why I removed them. It ain't that I don't like the person. It ain't that I was hating. It's like, I don't want people to get sidetracked with nonsense and miss the message, or I would have talked through the whole video. The whole thing was, it's this simple. Here's the coffee. The coffee grounds that I used yesterday and today. It's this simple. Pour that in the doggone blender too. All of it. And it knows no measurements. I got a lot of people, how many cups should I put? It don't even matter. Here's some old banana peels. The lady land was, oh, it's a whole nother plantain banana in there. Let me take the label off. That's still on there. Throw that in there too. And then the coffee that we don't drink through the week, we don't pour that down the sink. We put it in a container and it goes right in the garden, just like that. Now, it just don't stop with eggshells, banana peels, and coffee grounds. You can put your old lettuce in there, your old tomatoes in there, everything that you're going to drink and eat. The same stuff you're going to put in your smoothie, that is what you feed your garden to. Got an old piece of sausage, couple sausage links, throw them junks in there. Grind it up, and then dig a little trench, pour it in your garden. Now, here's the biggest question of them all before I hit the blender on this, okay? Nope, it don't stink. It don't stink for some reason. Now, listen closely to this one, okay? Do you let the coffee set and fester? Coffee set and fester. What kind of coffee you be drinking? My coffee be smelling good. Look, this is coffee right here. This is maybe from a couple of days. I just pulled this out of a container. No, I keep my old coffee in a container and put it in the refrigerator. I can still drink this. And you should. You know, I just like a hot, piping hot thing of coffee. But before I go to work, I leave a little bit of coffee for her. She leave this much left in the pot, and we dump that in the thing. Still tastes like coffee. Tastes like stale coffee, but coffee. Ooh. But that's it. No, I don't do nothing crazy. I don't do nothing weird and all that strange. I don't do it. I keep it straight and simple. As simple as that video. That's why I did not talk. Do you have a compost bin? Absolutely not. And my video is coming out on that too. And I'm going to tell you that. Who asked that question? That's a good question. Thank you, Beauty in the Garden. Thank you so much. Lev Farmer 7. Courtney Jackson. No, I'm going to show you right now my compost bin. I can actually get up and show you that. I don't do compost anymore, again, because of my chickens. This is my compost bin right out there in my chicken run. Everything we throw out there, from food scraps, grass clippings, old tomatoes, old potatoes, all the stuff that we don't eat and we don't put in the blender, we throw out to the chickens poop it out, the chickens scratch it up, and you see all that black soil out there? All of that black soil is about a foot high and 20 by 20 feet square of pure compost. Pure compost. I don't do nothing. I don't got to go out there. Right, black gold. Listen, what I got out there in my chicken run, you will be saving up some money to pay for it. Think about that. That's what I put around. And everybody think chickens is something to be cute, just have to be cute. No, they are living factories. Thank you, Davis Garden. That's what I call my chicken salad. That's what I call chicken salad. Those chickens do everything. They let out fertilizer, high in nitrogen. They scratch up and turn all your compost. They turn it for you. I don't be going out there. Did I turn it? Did I water it enough? And thank you, waking up. Waking up, it ain't nothing but citrus tone. You must have listened to my story about that. I used to buy citrus tone constantly, and it's expensive. But a little lady told me, stop buying that. You don't need it. And that's what got me getting chickens in the first place. Citrus tone. That changed my life. Go on offer up or Facebook sell for $1. I don't know what that is. Okay. Damn, I didn't mean to erase you, but I'm gonna unhide you. I didn't mean to do that, Helena McPherson. I'm sorry about that. Let me see. Just started following. I'm enjoying the info. Thank you so much, my friend. Okay, Helena, I unblocked you, but I didn't know what that was. I kind of panicked real quick. I'm sorry about that. Okay, but it's that simple, you guys. It's so simple that. What about tea leaves? Is it organic? Ask yourself that. That's the thing. All you gotta do is ask yourself, is it organic? Hey, Ession Family Garden, what's going on, man? Listening in from work. Shh, I keep it down so I don't rat you out. You know? So it was a lot of questions in there. I was running my mouth. Any other questions before I jump up out of here? Thank you, Salone Perry. Thank you so much. Ooh, I need another. Sapper Gardner in the house. Can I compost the pine shavings from my chicken coop, or is that a bad idea? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Because I got wood chips out there too, pine shavings. Matter of fact, when they was chicks, the pine shavings went around my trees anyway, even when it was hot. People say, don't put that hot chicken stuff around your tree. I do it. I can't tell you what to do, but I do it. Tanya Logan, how can I buy passion fruit seeds? I'm going to add that all into the seed exchange as soon as it's up and running, okay? You will see. You will see. It's coming. It's coming. We're working on it so I can do it fairly, okay? Can I feed my chickens canned tuna? Yes. Your chickens will eat anything. I kid you not. If one of the other chickens died from natural causes, you might come out into your coop to a skeleton because they'll eat him too or her too. So your chickens are cute, but chickens are nothing but miniature dinosaurs. Let me get something straight to you. Do your research and you'll see. They're like ancient. They're miniature dinosaurs. If they could fly, I would be more scared of a chicken than an eagle. They will eat anything. So yeah, thank you, Jesse Majors. Your chicken will eat. Thank you, Stephanie, for you. Thank you. Say chicken eggs bring snake. Do chicken eggs bring snakes? Everything brings snakes. It's what kind of snake that likes chicken eggs in your area too. I've never run into an egg-eating snake in my area, but I know they do exist. And that's where you got to do your due diligence and go out and collect your eggs. Here's the thing, you want to go out, all right, when you have a homestead or a garden or you keep chickens, you have chores that you can't slip on I don't care whether it's raining, snow, sleet. It's things you have to go do. And one of our jobs, one of us got to go out there, open a chicken coop, which I haven't done yet, collect the eggs, and at night, close the chicken coop. Let me see. Courtney Jackson said, I have snakes and no chickens. Samora Gomez, can you take a pomegranate seed and a lemon seed, put them in a peel capsule, and make a pomegranate lemon tree? Go ahead, try it. Yeah, give it a shot. Try it and let me know what happened. In the heat, you have to collect them daily. Oh, right. You got to collect your eggs in the heat because they'll go bad fast. And if it's too cold, they'll freeze and pop and break. I want to see how that lemon pomegranate seed neo capsule work. Red peel, blue peel. Let me know how that turned out for you. Okay? I just want to see. I'm not sure. And do a vlog on it. Do a whole vlog on it and record it every day so we can all watch it. Hey, y'all, from Idaho, tomorrow 29 degrees. Hey, how you doing, Idaho? Julie Nelson. So much, thank you so much, Cosby. I can't pronounce the first name. Khadijah Cosby, thank you. Love those favorite variety does not matter. How often do you feed your garden? That was another one of the questions you guys asked me. I feed my garden almost every day. When I'm done with breakfast, I put it in a blender, and sometimes I don't put it in a blender. I go out and shake the crap out there, and I just move from a few trees to a few trees. I don't keep fertilizing the same tree every day. I got a bunch of stuff that I got to feed. That's why I do it this way. So I just go from tree to tree or do about 5 trees, 10 trees every day. And here's the thing, when you're doing it organic, if you forget which trees you fed, you won't burn it up. You won't kill it. You won't hurt it at all. Whew. Let me move Lady Led's mouth water because it's making me ornery. Whew. That thing smell like a dead. Good night. Ooh, I couldn't stay. That smelled like somebody's mouth to the point they keep talking to you. Be like, listen, man, can you go over there? I'm trying to be nice and listen to your speech, but I cannot concentrate on your words. Your words is right here. Whoo! That, when it stank like that, it stank so good. Because watch what it do to your plants. Shush. I'm sitting here trying to be cool, but it's like little crazy questions is kind of starting to like bug me. Like, why am I getting so upset? It ain't you, it's me. In a relationship, it's not you, it's me. That stank was pissing me off till I'm not answering my questions quite professionally enough. So let me stop that. I had to put a fan on that thing. It must be seeping out the top. I shaked it up earlier. I'm not even gonna go there, but you know, when you start getting something hot, sometime you go to smelling bad. Go to heating that thing up. You know when somebody ain't washed up today, y'all go for a little walk, and then the person walking next to you like, you got nerve to put on some spandex so it can come out easier? You shouldn't have done that. You should have wore some jogging pants and some jogging shorts together. Keep that inside, indoors. Let me see, sip some, no. Eucalyptus plant tips for this season. I'm a first-time grower of it. We can, listen, you must be in everything trance. You must be in Australia. I've never tried to grow a eucalyptus plant before. What's in Lady Led's that mouth water? But we gonna call it mouth water. I'm gonna talk to you in a minute, Judy. Thank you. It's just okra and water. Okra right off the plant. They were just too big for her to do anything with. Okra and water. And that thing, look here. You ever smell somebody that stinks so bad they make you angry? You a good person. You just like, how don't you know? That's what make you angry. Like, how don't you smell that? Stop it. Stop, man. Stop. How don't you understand yourself? You know what you did this morning. If you don't know what you did and people keep telling you, that's when you got to, okay, so my nose is broke. My nose is broke. So you need to write it, tell Siri to remind you in the morning, or Alexa to remind you in the morning to put some soap on your junk and inside your mouth. Wash your mouth out with soap like the olden days. Just, gum ain't gonna do it. Chew that doggone dial soap. Dial, gold dial soap too. The kind that burns. You know, I know, shoot, some women can't even use dial soap because it'll tear them up downstairs, you know. Shit, put that in, you don't brush your teeth with dial. Just chew it like bubble gum. My battery dying already. Means I'm doing too much. Okay, yes, the gold dial. Don't do the one with it smell like sea breeze and spring, autumn, fall. No, the gold, the old school. And don't even get the one out of Walmart. Get the one from the Dollar General where it's still a whole big bar, not with the little pretty cutout like in the new stores. The old big bar, like the old days being the Dollar General, ain't nothing cut out. It don't even say dial on it. It's just one big, giant, golden nugget of cleansing. Whew. That's the one that kind of burns if you keep rubbing too long. You know. How you doing, Marquise Dillinger? Let me see. I think, that went fast. I think I burned my lemon bush. What do I do next? Miss Family, email me and send me some pictures because I don't know what that means. Like, you burned it with fertilizer, or I don't know how big your tree is or nothing. Email me, okay, so I can help you out with that. Cause it's hard to kill a Meyer lemon tree, and I don't even know what kind of lemon tree it is either. Somebody said homeless soap. I call it bug out soap. That's the soap you want in apocalypse. You know, that'll clean blood off your hands and everything. You got me spitting all over my glasses, everything. Apocalypse soap, man. Come on now, y'all killing me. Bum soap. Yeah, that's the stuff. You done got Lady DeVille all dirty. Come on, Lady DeVille. Got me spitting my stuff. I got coffee in my beard. How do I care for my new Russian pomegranate tree in DFW, Texas? Listen, I don't live in Texas, but I'm gonna tell you this. I need to, excuse me, y'all make me laugh. Coffee went down the wrong pipe. I need to see, send me pictures. Email me at leadfarmer73@yahoo.com. I need to see how big it is. I need to see everything. When did you get it? Because right now, I'm leaving some of my pomegranates in the containers, and I'm gonna plant some in the ground. Because remember, I bought a lot of them. So just in case they don't make it through this winter, because we don't know what this winter is holding. A lot of people are saying, should I put it in the ground? I just bought a tree. Should I put it in the ground, or should I leave it in a container? You got to ask yourself, did you buy a bare root? Did you buy a bare root tree? How big is the tree? How old is the tree? All of that stuff counts. And you about to do this right before winter. Now me, I like planting in the spring and in the fall to plant in the ground. But the weather has been so weird, I'm scared to plant anything in the ground right now. Unless it's something hardcore like a pecan tree, a peach tree, apple tree. That stuff can go right in the ground. When we start talking about that semi-tropical stuff like pomegranates, persimmons, stuff like that, bananas, I'm gonna leave mine in a container. All those bananas And plantains y'all saw me and Lady led by, they still in the container. I planted one in the ground because I do not want to lose them. Led, did you receive my email with the address for my angel trumpets, Kathy Leclerc? Yes, because I'm Kathy Leclerc. Yours, where is yours? I think yours is the one. Yours was the one. I think I emailed you right back and said, you're the one I'm missing an address to. So I'm going to have to get you new cuttings because I know these ones I had for you, they ain't going to be no good. So I'm going to send you out a fresh batch. So if I sent some already or not, don't worry about it. They coming, okay? I had to send you some. Yes. Y'all killing me. Big Sean said, best prison soap. Got any tips, Sarah Justice, any tips for growing in maintenance on blueberries? Blueberries are so easy to grow. I would need to know what your blueberries are doing or what's going on so I can even begin, because I could sit here all day about blueberries. So let me know what you got going on and then I can help you a little better. Crystal B. Queen says, is that a lemon tree behind you? No, that's a ZZ plant. And right here is a Citronella plant. I bought a Citronella plant and started dividing it all summer, and I got like 20 doggone Citronella plants. I love the smell of it. It smells even better than lemon balm. And here's the thing, besides my bug zapper, it seemed to be keeping the bugs out of gnats too. So I brought one in the house. That's the question. Chef Rastafari, my brother, thank you. Thank you for keeping me on track, bro. Yes, the biggest question of the day with that video, the silent video, was can you put the garden smoothie in containers? Yes, you can. I feed the same thing. Tiff, you gonna have to Google that one, okay? I feed my container plants with the same thing that I put in the ground. It don't burn it, nothing. And we can go out in the greenhouse and I'll show you. Let me see. Can you eat a lemon plant? Oh, can you eat a lemon, plant the seeds straight from the fruit, or do you have to dry the seeds? You can dry the seeds, you can pull it. It's a shell over the seed in a lemon. You could just open that up, pluck the lemon right out as soon as you eat it, and then go to plant it. But, I mean, yeah, like, good luck. It's easy to plant a lemon tree. They'll come up with no problem. Crystal B says, I took a pear cutting. Water is budding. I took a pear tree cutting in water. It's budding. Suggestions? No, because you know what? I did an experiment too, Crystal B. I always advise against that because I was like, it's never worked for me. It's never worked for me, right? Let's just say this. I got a little cutting from somewhere. Okay, OPP. I got a little snippet from somewhere. And I want to show you something. I did this just to be messing around. As you can see, it's so jagged and toe up because it was a quick snatch. Okay. This is a a Gravestein apple cutting. I was holding it in this jar so I could graft it onto my big apple tree out there with all the apples that I've grafted onto it. I waited too long, but look what done happened. See that? I have never been able to do that ever. I don't know what the difference was with this one, but that one is rooting. So I just leave him alone. So I don't know whether that's going to be a whole tree or I'm going to cut that bottom off and graft it onto something else. So right now I can't give you advice on something I've never done myself. I would love to lie to you, but I'm not going to do that. We both in this together, sis, on that one. I've never been successful with an apple tree cutting or a pear tree cutting in water, ever. Let me see, Stephanie, it could be, something going on. Good morning, Nick Andrews, how you doing? So with the garden smoothie, yes, you can feed it to your container plants, indoors, outdoors. This is what I advise though. If you got your plant in the house, dilute this. Dilute that with about put a cup to a gallon of water. Just put a cup to a gallon of water because it's good stuff, but you also don't want it going stinking in your pot inside your house either. Because if you just dump this thick stuff and it's just sitting there and you just think that's going to do a miracle, don't do that. A cup of this to a gallon of water, and that water it down, and just keep doing that. Let that plant eat that nutrients up. And remember, you ain't just got to use eggs, banana peels, coffee grounds. You can use everything in your doggone refrigerator. I have 3 avocados from seed. Congratulations. My angel trumpet is outside. Is it okay in Seattle? No, it is not. In Seattle, you want to put, I hope that's in a container. If it's in a container, you want to bring that inside. Yes, David's Garden, right. Yes, dilute in your containers. Don't put this straight in a container. Dilute it with water. 1 cup to a gallon of water. I'm not even really measuring, but you just don't want to overdo this. This got eggs in it and go to stinking on you. You don't want that. Hey, Red Hot Mom. I call the Avo the group family. Oh, that's awesome. Leah, what are you talking about? I don't know. I can't believe I just called. You can't believe you called me live. I'm always on here running my big mouth. I need to hush half the time. So we have 52 minutes. Any questions before I go? I know I missed a bunch of questions. I'm going, literally, I'm going to shut up like a student. I'm going to shut up and I'm going to answer as much as I can, as quickly as I can. I don't want to keep y'all on here forever. Thank you, everything. Gigi's Curls, I have some growing. Okay. Are avocados okay to grow in zone 7? In a container and tiff, in a container and bring them in over the cold months. Katrina Roebuck, keep your questions quick so I can read it real quick. The small lemon tree from Home Depot, so tiny, have to be warm. And yes, bring it in the house in 8A. Yes. How are your trees you received from Stark Brothers? Excellent. Excellent quality. Excellent. Let me keep going. Do you grow moringa? You know what? I don't, but I'm about to. A friend of mine gave me some seeds last year, and I appreciated them so much. And now Lady Led just found out about them. She said, why ain't you told me? So we'll definitely be growing moringa. She loves the stuff. I didn't know she had the powder. She buys the powder. She didn't even know I had the seeds. Compost suggestions for a patio gardener. I have limited space and neighbors. I don't know. If you have patio space and limited space and you can't, are you talking about trying to make compost or what kind of compost to use before I answer that? I grow a few volunteer lemon and apple tree in the ground. So could I put 511 on it now? Yes. Yes, you can. I got my pear cutting root with no problem. Okay. What is mouth water? It ain't mouth water. Not with a TH. It's mouth. M-O-F. Mouth. Mouth water. Mouth water is just some stinking old water with what's the things in it? Okra. Just cut up okra. Citronella cuttings. Yes. What about them? You can separate your citronella like you can separate anything else. Will Meyer from seed produce edible lemon? That is a question for the father because you don't know what you're going to get. That's like saying if you have a baby, Will the child look like you or the father or Uncle Willie or Grandpa Joe? You just don't know. Do you ever use hot soil for plants such as Fox Farm? Never heard of. What is hot soil? Never heard of that. Tell me what hot soil is. I've never heard of that. Have a red delicious dwarf tree container. Will it survive this winter? Apples can be outside. Apples can take almost any amount of cold because apples are coming from up north. So apples just have to worry about the heat, not the cold. So yours will be fine. Let me see. Dawn Jennings. Where is Dawn Jennings? Okay. Tower gardens are cool. Let me see. Zone 7A have red delicious dwarf in containers. Okay. When should I graft a pear to a Bradford tree? If you want to try that, just wait till the spring. You got to wait till the sap is running. Don't try that right now because the cold might kill it. I know some grafters that can do it during the winter and they got special techniques. I don't have that. I'll wait till the spring so I know my grafts are going to take. Are your muscadines still good in those containers? I sold those muscadines in containers like 2 years ago. They were doing great. Matter of fact, when I sold them, they was loaded full of fruit. But I just don't have space for grapes out here. That's the only reason why you never see me with grapes anymore. Because I want to run my grapes. I don't want it to be cute. I want it to feed my family. And growing grapes in a container, you get a little bunch here, a little bunch there. You eat it at the table, you're done. But you've been growing them all year. It just didn't make any sense. So I sold them off. Randomly, Angie. Oh, at Gigi's Curl. Okay, got you. Let me see. Do you have a video on fig trees? I got tons of them. LSU Gold, Celeste. I got tons of them. Just check out my fig playlist. Or put Lead Farmer 73 and figs, and it'll pop up. I have my own recipe. Okay, that's long. Thank you. Answer my question. Thank you so much. Courtney Jackson, 10 Montgomery. In 10B, you can put in ground anytime. Okay, I'm missing something. Should I sterilize any? Oh, that's what you. Should I sterilize any soil to keep the gnats out before using indoors? Listen. I've heard that. Everybody, hold on with the question so I can answer this one right here, because I want to answer everybody. Sterilizing your soil. Sterilizing your soil. Hold on with the questions. How can I start a fig tree branch airland? Okay. Me personally, this is my opinion. This is what I do. This ain't against nobody else to do it. I personally think it's utterly ridiculous. Because why are you sterilizing your soil? Most people that I look at this talk about sterilizing their soil, they're trying to get rid of all the infestations of creatures and eggs in the soil that may come out when they bring the insect in the house, right? You can't stop that. It's a balance of life. You'll probably get rid of the gnats and the eggs, but you'll also get rid of all the beneficial fungi and all the beneficial nutrients and everything else that was in that soil that was going to keep your tree alive. And then most people, I'm going to say, that I've watched put that plant or that tree in that sterilized soil and their tree end up dying or having trouble because you literally just took your tree and put it in a pot of nothing. Of nothing. All that soil is not even soil anymore. It's just there to hold the tree's roots up. That tree's roots is there. The tree's roots is the tree's mouth. It's there to hunt and find food. Your roots are no different than a wolf pack out hunting for food. It smells blood. When a wolf smells prey, a wolf pack starts to hunt. That's what roots are. Okay? Your roots are like a pack of wolves. That's why they spread out in a circle, not just to support the size of the tree and the verticalness of the tree. They spread out hunting for food, just like a wolf pack. You will have one wolf coming at you, right? But you don't know you got about 20 more all around you. They're going to eat. So that's what roots do. They hunt underground for all the nutrients, micronutrients, macronutrients that the ground, the soil provides. So if that ground or that soil does have nothing in it, those roots stop and start going another way. Just like a wolf pack. There's nothing there for us. So when you sterilize your soil, you just took all the food, the nutrients, and everything away from the wolves. What's going to happen to the wolf? The wolf pack is going to die out. That is your roots. Thank you so much, Toya Story. Thank you so much. She said, what size container should I get for a pomegranate and an apple tree? I say go and get those 17-gallon containers from Walmart. $5 until, they like $5 until you want to, unless you want it beautiful. That's another ball game. Just start with something cheap. They don't need much. And those are, it's a lot of soil to put in those things. They don't need much. But how much space should Island says, how much space should I have under my lemon tree? Should I move my grass? Should I move my grass? I don't know what that question means. Should I move my grass? How much space should I have under my? I don't know. I'm trying to understand that question. You're gonna have to maybe rephrase it or something. Yeah, finally caught alive. Hey, Marla, Lisbon lemon tree. Can I card for the same as Meyer Eureka lemon trees? Yes. There's no different. All your citrus is pretty much going to act about the same. Have you tried to make wine from your lemons? No, not. I've had so much other stuff going on, I never even tried it. You're welcome, living on existing. Let me see. Aquanet Edwards, gnats sprinkle mosquito bits by Spectrum Controls fungus gnats. See, I'm gonna say this, and that's where I was going with that. When you keep trying to fight the gnats in your house, I'm gonna say this. This is what boggles me. I told everybody in that one video, put a bug zapper in your house, right? Everybody said that is the grossest thing I have ever heard. That's some old country ghetto-ish. Are you crazy? You embarrassing us. I heard a lot of that. But the same people will go out and put a billion different weird things and chemicals in the plant that the dog or the baby might put in their mouth and make one of them sick. When the doggone bug zapper is up top, ain't nobody got to see it. Listen, I had financial company yesterday, okay? I had a financial guest, so they had to come in my home. And guess what you don't see? You don't see my bug zapper. That bug zapper worked like gangbusters. Trust and believe. You see, I got plants all around me. Plants everywhere. You're not going to get rid of your gnats. You're not. You just ain't. So all you're doing is killing your plant, trying to get rid of gnats. And here's the other part of that. Bugs is part of gardening. Snakes is part of gardening. Frogs, lizards, worms, butterflies, mosquitoes, that's part of gardening. We done got too soft. I say this all the time. The things that bug us as gardeners, especially like new gardeners, shouldn't even be a second thought in your head. I always think this to myself, and I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. And I know we've been on here a little over an hour. I'm gonna say it anyway. Does rodent eat your sugar cane, or do you grow fine without? No, they don't bother mine. I'm going to say this. We've gotten so soft that the littlest things will stop us from greatness. The littlest things, whether it's in the garden or it's in life, whether you let somebody talk you out of a great idea you got, or some people calling you crazy because you started a garden and they think you're nuts. Like, man, what? I hear people about they scared of worms. They scared of butterflies. They scared of caterpillars. They scared of snails. Man, listen, this is not the time to be scared of anything. Look at what's going on in the world. This ain't the time to be scared. Because I'm going to be honest with you, and I hate to even take this video and twist it like this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Look here. Scared people ain't going to make it right now. Because if bugs and stuff keep you out of growing your own food for your family, you ain't going to make it. You got to keep this in your head. Listen, what's happening right now is real, and it don't look like it's going nowhere anytime soon. I don't care who made it. I don't care if it's man-made. I don't care if it's real. I don't care if it's natural. I don't care. It's here, and it is doing something to people. I don't care the agenda. It's happening. Some of us here in this room have had people and lost people to whatever this is going on. It's real, no matter who did it. So my point is this: if you getting scared about little bugs and stuff, or it's either I'm scared of bugs or I eat, man, you gotta tuck that in. You gotta tuck that in, okay? Tuck that up, because we ain't got time, man. Listen, on my team, in my household, y'all, Lady Led all cute and pretty and little and stuff, but she's a beast. She look timid. She act timid. She's a freaking warrior princess. She's a warrior. This ain't no time. I don't want nobody on my team that's nervous and scary on any. Listen, we are, I don't want to say at war because that's too graphic. We are up against something that we don't know what our future holds. That's why there's now so many new gardeners. We are all up against something. You know why you became a gardener? Because you see it too. After a while, nobody had to keep twisting your arm that gardening is a good idea. That means, whether you want to believe it or not, something in your head, the truth, the actual real truth is saying, something ain't quite right about what's going on right now. So just in case I am wrong, let me put a seed in the soil. So ain't no time to be scary about gardening and growing your own food and nothing like that. I'm telling you right now, if you're scared about gnats, I don't care about no gnat. I don't care about no gnat. I understand people got beautiful homes and stuff. My house ain't too shabby, but that's the last thing I'm worried about is the gnats. Yeah, they shoot up my nose every blue moon. I'm not worried about that, man, because I got food growing. Let me show you something. And I brings this stuff in the house from my window. That's the island way out there. Let me see if I can't zoom in on that real quick. See that? That's my persimmon tree right there. All of this. All them little orange balls is fruit. It's food. To the side of that is bananas. I could go on and on and on. And the thing that, okay, let me tell you some truth too, okay? Half the stuff you eat in your fruit, you don't even want to know about. Just because you can't quite see it, you don't want to know about it. And the thing about YouTube, that it's a blessing and a curse, it's a blessing because you even take the initiative. Thank you, it's that time. You even take the initiative to check out and learn new information. But the curse part comes where for you to pay attention to the information, it has to be somewhat entertaining, right? So the part about the YouTube, the curse part is, don't nobody want to see the blood, the guts, the bugs, the hard work, the sweat, the tears, the me falling off the freaking ladder and hurting my damn riblets. Don't nobody want to see that part of the garden. They don't want to see the snakes, the lizards, and the possums and the raccoons. They don't want to see that part of the garden, but I'm here to tell you the truth. Don't let these videos fool you. And what I'm going to start doing is putting stuff on another platform like Instagram or something so you can see the real, the dark side of gardening. Because this is the bright side. Me always crunching on a nice piece of fruit, fresh eggs, organic eggs and stuff like that. That's the light side. There's a dark side to gardening. And that dark side is what the people don't want to see. They don't click on your video when they see you about to butcher a chicken. They don't click on your video when you have to put down a raccoon, this rabbit out in the yard and where your kids play. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see you what's inside your worm farm. They don't want to see another way you feed your chickens is by putting old meat in a bucket, drill holes on the bottom and let the doggone maggots fall out so the chickens always eat naturally because the flies is going there doing their thing on the meat. Maggots fall out, chickens eat the maggots. Nobody want to see that. That's gross to everybody now. But that's what happens. That's the dark side of gardening that makes this all work. And that's the part I really want to show people because to be honest with you, I'm tired of showing the light part, the fun, happy, beautiful part. I only get a chance to show you the reward. That's the only thing people want to see is the reward part of gardening. Nobody want to see the dark side. Look, let me tell you something. I have a Darth Vader mug. It's one of my favorite. And I was drinking with it a lot. And you know why I always do that? And I listen to the content when I have it. I'm talking about the dark side of gardening. Luke, I am your father. It's a dark side to this junk out here. And don't nobody want to know. They think it's all, I just bought a pot shaped like a teacup. And I'm going to put no. That was for before this mess happened. Now it's, look, I'm going to put this plant in a boot, an old boot with a hole in the bottom if I have to. You look, an old garbage can. Okay? There's a dark side to this gardening game, and I ain't worried about soil, sanitizing my soil. I ain't worried about gnats. I ain't worried about the other stuff that flip out of your soil when you bring it in the house. Have you ever brought your stuff in the house? Look, I'm down south. We bring our trees in the house sometime, and guess what? We be having frogs jumping all through the house. Frogs. I don't know if some of them is poisonous or not because they be all them different colors, beautiful. Then you got your tree frogs, lizards. Every blue moon we bring in a little snake. A lot of snails. They be in the house. And sometimes you will smell something stinking. And I come home from work, you know, you coming from outside, you got a fresh nose, you coming to your house. Something done went bad, like this mouth water. Something done went bad. You go hunting and you'll see an old frog just in the carpet like this. You got to pry him up from the doggone carpet because he done finally gave up or stuck to the curtains. You know, people put them on their window, them little window decals. We be having real ones. Frog just stuck to the glass like this, dead and crunchy as a doggone tater chip. That's part of gardening. That's the dark side. That's the side that I don't record because number one, YouTube might not monetize it. Number two, you don't want to see it even if they did monetize it. Don't nobody want to see that. I'm sorry. Was I raving? I've been going for a minute. I'm sorry. What we got? I'm sorry, y'all. It's just some stuff throw me back because I want to answer all the real questions. But when I start hearing stuff like that, I'll be like, man, ain't nothing wrong with gardening to be cute. But right now, man, you need to be, if you want something cute, okay, to the side. But for the most part, you better be lacing your boots up right now. Lace them boots up. This ain't no joke. My friend, Ession Family Garden. Ession Family Garden just put out a video yesterday, released a video, and it's about how your cookware in Off-grid cookware is what it is. And he's going to tell you everything about it. Please go look at his channel because he's telling you how he plans on, we all growing food, right? Some of us is raising chickens. Some of us have livestock. How you gonna cook it if it ain't no power? So he started a tag that I am about to do a video for my brother, Essian Family Garden, the Sapper Gardener. That video is how we cook when ain't no power. What you gonna do? Okay, so my video is coming. So he put me in a tag and I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. And listen, that's right down my alley. I can't even wait. You know how I get when I start talking about survival. So please go check out the Sapper Gardener, the Essian Family Garden channel. So you will see what he's saying. Sun oven. What kind of stove top you got? This is about survival now. Okay? This is about survival. And this is really no time to be cute. You gotta be thinking about what ifs right now. Essian Family Garden is right here. He's my moderator. Please, everybody, he's in blue. He's my moderator with the wrench. Please, please go watch his video on survival, cooking off grid. Survival, what are you going to use? Right, somebody said using the barbecue grill. Please go watch his channel because he's going to tell you his way. And what we're all going to do is do a video and show our ways of what we do. Because I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff where there is no electricity. And I've even showed y'all a couple of different times. But we're going to get right into it. Right, alternate cooking methods. Thank you, Essian Family Garden. He's calling it alternative cooking methods. Please go look at his video and it'll even give you ideas because a lot of y'all ain't thinking about what if the lights go out, how am I gonna cook this? Everybody still depending on propane, electricity off, you got electric stove or your natural gas. Okay, please, charcoal hard to find. You gotta start thinking, but listen, I got chainsaws in the garage and we store wood. I used to talk about it, but nobody wanted to hear about it. We store wood. We chop wood. I find wood all over my city, and I come back with my trailer, chop it up. First, ask them, can I have it if they don't want it? Usually they don't. I chop it up, put it on my trailer, bring it back to my house, break it down, and stack it up. Because you don't know. Okay? Miss Tasha Mack said, I got my coffee tin stove that you showed us how to make. See, I showed you how to make a stove out of nothing, out of coffee. Make your own little rocket stove for free. Thank you, Shawana Washington. Sav Teddy said, my first time chatting live. Thank you so much and welcome to the Greenhouse Cafe. Let me see. Thank you so much, Sav. Davis Garden, rocket stove with 4-cylinder blocks. Any way you can. Please go check out Essian Family Garden. He's in blue. Go check out his channel and then comment and tell him what you got. Okay? Because when I do my video, we going to do it again. Right. Live like you're camping. Start practicing. We do. We actually do it too much and it gets on her nerves from time to time. Live like you're camping. Tamika Walker said, my husband and I are campers and I feel you. Oh God, look, I got about 6 tents out there, I promise to you. From all sizes, from a giant family size tent to little tent, singular, to put on your back to bug out. The worst thing that can kill you besides not having enough water is shelter. Anybody in the military can tell you that right now. That's right, Essian family, let's do this greenhouse. Let's do this. He said, we doing it. Greenhouse Cafe, and we going to the Greenhouse Lounge again tonight, and we going to announce it because tonight, I'm going to doggone can this brisket. And everybody wanted me to do it live, so I'm going to do it live. Fireplace, I only buy homes. When I purchase a home, I'm from up north, so I do know one thing that's truth. I learned the hard way. I only purchase a home or when I was younger, rent a home that has a wood burning fireplace. I will not, unless it can be converted. There is no reason for me to be living here without a wood burning stove. You're doing yourself a disservice. Number one, it brings your house value up if you do have a wood burning fireplace. Number two, you are going to need it. We lived for 5 years on my other land with no heat. The place was propane. Did lead ever buy a propane tank? I ain't gonna lie. I bought one time, filled it up halfway, and it cost me a fortune. And I said, I'll never do it again. Oh, and it was gone that fast. When the big old giant propane for heat up your house, it was gone that fast. I said, I'll never do it again. So every day for 5 years, I woke up earlier than the rest of my family, got that fire going, stoked that fire, woke my kids up for school before I go to work. They waking up to a nice, warm, toasty house. They don't know. I'm in there with damn gloves and hat on, and I was the last one to go to bed, making sure that fire is toned down all the way. That's how we lived for real. There was no electric heat. There was no gas heat. There was me. And that's how we did a lot of cooking. I could show you pictures. You wouldn't even believe me unless I showed them. But people need to understand, if some stuff pop off, that's going to be how you better live. And look, it's not a clean way to live because there's going to be some soot on your carpet. You're going to have some little burns in your carpet, stuff like that. It's not a modernly beautiful way to live, but we've been doing it for thousands, if not millions of years. And we better start learning how to do it again. Or you might find yourself froze. You know what we used to say up north? You find you in the springtime. You know what that means? Find you in the springtime mean we used to have snowstorms. Anybody in here in the north, you know what I'm talking about. You go missing. Maybe you left the bar and you was a little too tipsy and they told you to walk home. You walk home all right to the upper room, and they won't find your body till the spring because the snow plow trucks, the snowstorm came, snow plow trucks covered you up even more. And that pile will sit there for 8 months until the spring melted down. Then you find some dude like this with a ticket from the club he just left, bracelet on or something. They've been looking for this dude for 9 months. That's normal up north. Trust me, I'm a snow baby. I know that used to be our news reports. So part of that is if your furnace go out up north, man, your family almost good as dead. You better come up with something. You better come up with something. Remember that movie, A Christmas Story, where the daddy was always down there fighting with the furnace? That was my dad. Because don't let that furnace go out up north. Don't do it. See, down here, down south, don't let that AC go out for our elderly people and babies. Man, that could mean life or death. Up north, don't let that furnace go out. And if that furnace go out, go out in the garage. Here go my dad. Go out in the garage, get that wood. You and your brother, go grab that wood, bring it on indoors. How much you want, Dad? Just keep bringing it till I tell you to stop. Keep bringing it till I tell you to stop. You know, my dad was a beast. Light that fireplace up, and we all around the fireplace. We had a big old house, and we all around the fireplace at night. Get your sleeping bag and come sleep downstairs. That's what is popping off. That's survival until my daddy had time to either fix it, which he ain't never really pay nobody else. Until he had time to fix it, that's what's popping off. That's what we're living in for real right now. Everywhere around the country, how many power outages have you had? How many have you had? How many have you had? It's getting more frequent. You better, all I'm saying is don't be so bougie that you end up dying from it. Okay? I'm sorry. We keep extra window units and generators for hurricane. Do whatever you gotta do. I didn't believe in generators because you still need gas, and if the lights go out and you can't pump the gas, just do whatever you have to do. That's all I'm saying. Just now that's woke to me. When people say I'm woke, you know, whatever. Do whatever you have to do to survive. Don't classify yourself. Don't label yourself. I'm a vegan, I'm a vegetarian, I'm a meat eater. No, you're a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to survive. Some of it I'm not proud of. I've been that way all my life. I ain't proud of some of the stuff I've done to raise these kids in this household and get her through to the point she is today. I'm not proud of half the stuff I had to do, but I had to do it. And I didn't do it because I'm a piece of crap. I did it because I had to survive, period. Arkansas was hit. Arkansas was hit with a 7.5 earthquake. Weather may be way different where we're used to. See, you just don't know right now. It's snowing up in Michigan where I used to live, right on the line. I heard my friend send me a video of snow in mid-October. Phantom may say, you a vegan till a cow come walking by. Listen, you can call yourself whatever you want to. And I even had somebody say, they're a vegan, but I only eat fish sometimes, and every blue moon I might have like some pulled pork. This is real. It's in the comments, so it's public knowledge. I didn't even comment on that. Because people want to be something so bad that they don't even know what they're calling themselves just so they can fit in. You didn't even hear the person. You didn't even listen to what you wrote. And I had several people say that. I'm a vegan, but I only eat fish like on Wednesdays and Fridays or something weird like that. And every blue moon during the holiday, I might have like a steak on my birthday. That's why I don't label myself all that nonsense. You're going to eat whatever you have to eat to survive. Stop trying to label yourself so you fit into the latest trend. You know. Come on, man. Just eat. Once you label yourself something, people watch you like this. Just like I just said. See what I just did? I'm a vegan, but you eat steak on Thursdays and Fridays. You eat, see, I only put a little chicken on top of my salad. See what you just did? You just made me be like, this mug. If you don't say none of that, don't label yourself none of that, you ain't got to worry about none of that. You ain't got to worry about nobody pointing you out like, ha ha. How many times you say it, or the people that say it, you got another comment like, but fish is meat. No, it's not. See, fish ain't meat. Then that go back and forth with some nonsense. Just stop it. You know. Right. Phantom. I just sprinkled a little bacon bits on top of my salad. But see, that don't count. Cause it's what is it? It's one of them solar eclipses or something. They come up with nonsense. It's a lunar eclipse, so we can eat bacon bits. But I'm still a vegan in the morning. That's the same to me as you saying, look, I'm a good girl, but I'm going to be a freak tonight. But in the morning, you want that same level of respect. Now, you woke up with this dude. He know what you did. He know what you did last night. But in the morning, you know, when he go to pinching on a little cheek or two, you like, stop. What happened? What'd I do? Nothing. That was fun, but I got to go to work. Yeah, all right. I'll just grab a little cheek. Look, just be one way. I can see you ain't hurting nothing, man. That nonsense. Okay. Oh, right. We can eat salmon. Man, miss me with that. Miss me with that salmon and that trout mess, man. Come on now. Come on, man. No. Come on, man. There you go. And I hear that so much. I'm a vegan, but I only eat fish and sprinkle bacon bits on a salad during the lunar eclipse. And I only eat pork when my uncle fixes his pulled pork because it's the best. But I'm still man, come on now. Just say you don't eat that much meat because it's not good for you. Just say you don't eat that much meat because it ain't good for you. That's some truth that people can swallow. I try not to eat as much meat. I even said it the other day. It looked like I eat a lot of meat, but I don't. I eat a lot of sweets is my problem. But I don't eat a lot of meat. So when I ate that piece of that roast the other day, That roast is still with me to this day. That roast, I had to sign adoption papers for that doggone brisket. Because it's still with me. I'm going to have to put that mug through college and get him out the house. Because, boy, he weighing down on me something terrible. You know what I'm saying? That brisket is still with me. My appetite ain't been the same since I ate him. He is still here. I had to put a whole nother addition onto the house for that brisket because he here. He lives here. Oh, so yeah, just say you don't eat that much meat. Yeah, all things in moderation. Thank you. Who said that? Thank you, love. Who's that? Jason White. Yeah, all things in moderation. You know. Yep, bread and sweets. Mr. Corvette girl. Mr. Corvette girl too. Okay. Yeah. Bread, biscuits, meat. Biscuits to me is like crack. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Buttermilk biscuit. I'll be like Pookie when I see a buttermilk biscuit. What? Clausen World, what happened? Uh-oh. I don't know what happened. Let me see. Hi, Leg. Good morning. Hey, Charles Winston. Good morning. I was supposed to answer questions and get off, and here we go. Here we go. Hour and a half. Any more questions before I go? I'm about to go bust this brisket down and get him in some cans. Bust him all the way down. Most salmon is farmed and given pellet food with coloring. But even if you get salmon out the wild right next to them black bears snatching them out the water, it's still meat. It don't matter where you get it from. Oh, there I go. 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 I had a phone call and it cut me all the way off. Do I eat nightshade foods? Can you keep the wood in the house for storage? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I keep a lot of my wood in my garage. That's just so if it get too cold, I don't feel like going outside. And it's always juicy and wet out back. So I keep some in the garage and I keep some out back with a tarp over it. Hey, Miss Christy Love. Who doesn't eat potatoes, tomatoes, etc.? At Josie B at the brisket, man. Yeah, I'm gonna leave him alone. Like I said, you can't eat that much meat. If you can, you shouldn't. You know, you really shouldn't. And that's coming from a big dude telling you shouldn't eat that much meat, man. That's whew. Thank you, Rasta man. Hey, Latoya Logan. Any more questions? Before I bust it, let me show you real quick what I'm about to do. I ain't going out there yet. See my canner and my jars over there. I'm about to go over there and get crunk with this dang on meat. I'm about to do the doggone thing. Steven, I had to move that one, bro. I had to move that one, pimpin'. You know that be done got me for that. But you right. You right, Steven, about that. They're a little bit more metally. Tomato leaves are not poisonous. I must have missed something. Let me see. Eating a lot of meat might be okay. It's how you prepare it. Okay. Like everybody got their own opinion on that. No worry. Steven, you know you my dog, man. You know you my man. I got your back, bro. Zone 8, Texas. Can I plant elderberry seeds or should I wait till spring? I would wait till spring because you don't know what's going to happen. And, you can, if you want to plant it in a pot, I say plant it in a container, the seeds, And they gonna grow up. Matter of fact, Lady Leg got tons of them growing out here. I don't know why. We got them growing all up. Happy wife, happy life. What is the name of your greenhouse heater? Again, it's sitting right behind me. Master. I frankly don't care for the name. Frankly. Master, the professional's choice, and it's 15,000 BTU. Is it 15,000? She said it yesterday. I think it's, yeah, 15,000 BTU. Chase meat down with a handful of pecans. Scrub the colon. I want my colon scrubbed. I want my colon scrubbed up. That's the professional way of. I'm gonna leave that right there. I ain't going there. I ain't going there. I ain't going there. Okay. What's your thoughts about living in an RV during this time? Long as you got gas, you can. I think it's a great idea, but getting gas is the problem. That's okay, Julia RTV. I told you I'm gonna tell my story about we lived in an RV when we moved to South Carolina. Sold everything we owned. Quick story. Sold everything we owned. Literally moved in an RV, jumped in it, and moved south. And that's how we started this. So I love RVs. If I can ever find another one, I'll be the first one to jump on it. So I love the idea. Can I plant collards and kale now? Yes, you really should be, no matter where you live. Get your collards and kales going. That's a pescatarian. Yeah, that's labeling. It's whatever you want to do. Whatever. See, that's the labels, man. The labels. And then when you jump out, I'm gonna leave that alone. We've been on that a long time. When you jump and do one wrong thing and somebody say, aha, then you got a fight on your hands, an argument. I don't label myself nothing. I just eat what I need to eat to keep myself alive and healthy. I don't be labeling myself. What do you think about buying survival foods that last up to 30 years? Right now, I think you got to buy whatever you have to buy that just going to sustain your family for a long period of time. And that's the best way I can answer that question without getting very detailed. So you don't even want to know what I do. I did a video and it's even grown even more than that. Hey, Crafty Bomb 1919. Said, wow, my boyfriend and I were just talking about buying an RV the other day. Oh, listen, I've had two of them. And the last one I had, I really miss it. It was an older model, Fleetwood, damn, I can't remember. But it was, oh my God, it was just right. My whole family was in it. It was me, my sister, my three kids, and me and Lady Leg. And it was huge. I'm gonna show you. Well, I got a video of it. I got a video of how we came down. Go look at Land Farmer 73, how I moved down here in the RV. It'll pop up. Yeah, Henderson L said he got a class C. No, I had a class A. I had a class A. Class C is the one with like the van front. Mine was the long mama. Or is that a B class? I can't remember how it worked. Or convert a school bus. If you got the time and the money to convert a school bus, go for it. If you got the time and the money, that you know what you see on Facebook Market and Craigslist a lot of somebody's half-done project school bus. Me personally, I wouldn't advise that. It'd take way more than what people think. You got ideas and plans, but once you start accumulating the price of the materials to make that dream come true, then you start thinking about, you should have just bought an RV. You know what I'm saying? Even though a school bus is way more durable, way more stronger, the cost of transforming that school bus gets dumb after a while. Can you get a peach tree from the seed from the peach? Yes, you can, but it won't be the same peach. Thanks for your inspiration, Julia RTV. Thanks for your inspiration, Live Farmers, everyone else. Thank you so much. Mylar bag, one mind separate, that's a long name. Mylar bag with Ziploc or not. Mylar bag with Ziploc or not. I get mine from here. I don't know if you asking me or telling me, I'm not sure. My greens are in containers and thriving. You saw my greens last year. They're in containers. They grow just as good. Oh, so I get my Mylar bags and oxygen absorbers from USA Emergency Supply. Okay. Tiff, I've been looking at RVs and Craigslist. Now be careful, because if you don't know what you're looking for, listen, you're buying a house on wheels when you go and looking for RVs. You're literally buying a home on wheels, and you need somebody that know what they're talking about, a mechanic that go look at that with you. This ain't like going to get your Uncle Wayne to come kick a couple tires on this Chevy. It's a little different than that, because you got to start looking at electrical wiring. You got to start looking at your sewage tanks, your water holder, your propane tanks, your generator. What kind of generator? What can it do? You have to start looking at a lot of stuff. Your tires, are they dry rotted? You might buy a car dry rotted tire and get away with it, but an RV dry rotted tire gonna cost you some money, and that's what I did, and that's what I had to pay. So it's a lot more things you have to look for when you buying an RV. It's not like buying a car, okay? So take a real mechanic, not Uncle Wayne. Yeah, look here. Seat's still good. See, look here. Oh, and they swivel? Yeah, this is a good one. No, not Uncle Wayne. You need somebody. Hey, New Orleans Garden, I ain't even see you in here. I still don't see you. Somebody say hey to you. So yeah, definitely get somebody to go with you for an RV. If you are not buying it brand spanking new and you buying it used, make sure you got a professional with you, because it's a lot more things to look at, okay? You will look up under that big mug and it ain't nothing but a big rust bucket that they pulled from either Ohio up north somewhere, where we put down ice and mess for the ground, for the snow and all that. I mean, put down salt. The salt eat the bottom of that RV up inside. Listen, we had a beautiful one. Oh my God, it was beautiful. If I wouldn't have went down there to check those tires and look up under there looking for the tanks and stuff, the whole underbody was rotted out. The whole thing was rusty. I was in Monroe, Michigan. And trust me, I was about to buy it before I bought the one I bought. It was way prettier. Mine looked a little older. This one was way prettier. Boy, you get in that and do the Flintstones trying to get him back to the house. Tiff said, my uncle name is Wayne and he's a street mechanic. Am I good or what? Huh? Am I good or what? Call Uncle Wayne then. If that Uncle Wayne is the mechanic, but just make sure he ain't gonna just be like, man, they got fuzzy dice and everything. Shit, this is a winner right here. Make sure he don't do that. Led, have you ever thrown some block products? No. Okay, Ms. Little said, you know I can't type fast. I see y'all, love y'all. Led, that Diet Coke will cancel out that Whopper. I don't think so. I tried that. I tried that. Give me a double Whopper, extra cheese, extra pickles. Give me throw a piece of extra bread on them junks too for some reason, and then a Diet Sprite. It don't work. It don't work. You still got the bubble guts, and your gas smells like sesame seeds. You just don't want to do that. All right, no more questions. We're going to get out of here. I've been on here for way too long. So what I'm planning on doing, I'm about to blend this up. I'm going to hit the blender on here, and I'm going to go feed this to my trees in the greenhouse. So you can use that garden smoothie All it is a compost smoothie. I think that's what I'm gonna start calling it. Because some people say, this isn't a smoothie. I had to erase them too because they thought it was a smoothie you drink. We're gonna call it a compost smoothie, okay? So yes, you can feed your compost smoothie to container plants too. Hit the juice on that sucker. That thing start foaming at the mouth. You see that? It was drooling. Damn. But there you go. That way, and the reason I started blending it is so it can absorb into the tree faster. So the tree can get the nutrients even faster. So I used to just crush it up and powder it up and do all that. But now I just throw it in this. I bought this blender from the Goodwill for like $2 just so I can blend up a whole bunch of horrible stuff and throw in here and feed it straight to the trees. Let me see. Chris Farty said on SNL, the Van River doesn't. Oh, I remember that. I remember that. Rest in peace, Chris Farty. Let me see. I get fast results with my compost smoothie. Yes, it goes straight to the bone. Led, you are awesome with the knowledge. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, me and Lady Led. Thank you, Trent Fields. I'm just telling people what I do. It ain't that I, know everything, because I don't. And when I don't, y'all hear me, I'll be like, I don't know. I just tell you what I do and what works for me. What works for me ain't always gonna work for you, but it's a start. It's something to build off of. A Zoom call, please let us know when. I'ma try, but it's a lot of people want to do it, and I don't know how to do Zoom that well. So I don't know how many people I could actually fit in there, because a lot of people want to get in there. You think, One Mind says, you think it's equal to Linda 511? See, it's not that it's equal or not. It's you need to be using all kind of organic food, organic feed for your plants. So one ain't better than the other. And to be honest with you, I don't know what numbers this is going to give you. I just know it works for my entire garden. And this is what I always do. I can't say this is a 559 or 12, 12, 12. I can't say that. And I just really don't be caring about them numbers too much for the most part. I know it's all natural and my trees love it. I love it. I love eating the eggs. I love drinking the coffee. And I love the bananas. And I know I love it. I know trees gonna love it too. I hit my plants with that 511, completely forgot my neighborhood had stray cats. They've been all in my yard, sniffing around. Clausen World say, every time I seen an armadillo on the side of the road, I want to collect it and bury it in my garden, but restrain myself, like you said, gotta feed the garden. Miss Clausen's World. I said this in a video, and let me tell you something. Miss Clausen's World, thank you for that. Lady Led talked me out of, I said something about it, but Lady Led talked me out of releasing that video a couple of different times, because sometimes I keep a bucket in my truck a lot of times, and I will see squirrels and I get out and I kick them in the bucket. Get out. If they looking fairly fresh, I don't want to kick no funk up in the truck, the funk up out your face, but I kick some in the bucket. Turtles, squirrels, you see stuff like that, kick them in the bucket. Bring them to the house. Give them a good burial, if you dig what I'm saying, in the garden. That's the dark side of garden that I was just talking about. That don't nobody want to see. Don't nobody want to know that. Nobody want to see that. Lady Led was like, you going to have them people at us. You going to have them people calling us. Don't do it. I'm like, people need to see this, though. Because they be like, how do you get your plants so big? How do you get your bananas coming out? How do you? It ain't all of that pretty stuff I show you. It's some of the dark side too. Yeah, I can't make this up. You know, like I said, you don't want to know everything, man. You don't want to know everything. Because half the stuff I'm going to tell you, if I was to tell you everything, the first thing I would tell you, look, are you eating? Yeah, eating a sandwich. Yeah, put that away. Go and wrap him up for later if you're going to have the stomach for it. Because I got something to tell you. That's what I would do. I dropped the garden this summer after I saw black snakes. Regina Payne said, I dropped the garden this summer after I saw black snakes, but still want to grow. I don't know what to tell you. I just got through talking about that right there. If you scared of a couple of snakes, you in some trouble because we in some horrible times. Yes, they are, Rosie F. Yes, Milan Tang, yeah, I get some. One way or the other. One way or the other. Mama Bricette said, can I use pickled beets with the eggs in my garden? Can I use pickled beets with the eggs? You can use anything. Is it organic? You got to ask yourself before you say, can I use this? Is it organic? Like, you just bought a granola bar, right? From one of them brands. Is it organic? The granola used to be. But what they did to it and the chemicals they put in it, it'll make you know. So you got to ask yourself, okay, pickling vinegar and all of that, is that going to help your garden or hurt it? That's what you got to ask yourself. Toya Stories say, show the good, bad, and the ugly. They don't want that. I have to go on another platform to show the dark side. Crafty Mom led, how can I get my papaya to ripe after picking? I don't know. What you do, pick it too early? Because usually, don't quote me because I don't grow papaya. But every papaya I've eaten is because they picked it early and it tastes like foot juice. Every papaya that I've tasted from a store is horrible to me. But I've tasted one in Florida, fresh from a farmer's market, and it tastes like the papaya juice that you buy. I will never buy another one that's been picked early just to set on the shelves in one of the grocery stores. They taste awful. Awful. Right. Okay. Thank you, Most Hated. Say papaya should be ripened on the tree and on the tree only. I'm going to say I don't even grow them. But I've tasted maybe a dozen papayas in my life, and each and every single one of them tastes like baby toenail after work. The only one I've ever eaten was down in Florida, and it was from a dude. His farmer market is sitting in front of his farm. And that's when I gave it another shot. And I mean, because you could smell it smelled good. You know, it smelled like papaya that you would buy a papaya juice, papaya drink. It smelled like that. And I said, I'm going to try it one more time. So I made it. I will never buy another one. It got to be ripe and fresh off the tree. Or don't bother. Because them are some nasty jokers when they just... Anybody else ran into a stinking papaya, no matter how beautiful it looked? I was buying 4 and 5 of them suckers at a time too, Jack. I was buying a bunch of them. Always stinking, trifling. Like they too pretty to stink this, taste this bad. No, Leslie John said, I thought it was me. And see, people don't speak on it because everybody said, oh, I love papaya. Oh, papaya is my favorite. Oh, papaya. I'd be like, where the heck? Maybe it's me. You know, because maybe it's my taste buds because I hate them jokers until I had a real one, which was fresh off the tree. Yes, papaya stank like mouth. Yes, morning mouth or late night mouth, depending on what you've been up to. Depending on what you've been up to. Stephen Lewis say, they all taste like Earl to me. Yes, from the stores. That's why I grow my own. You grow your own, Stephen? Man, we're going to have to mix it up. We're going to have to chop it up because I want to grow them because they will grow here. But that taste and that smell keep me away from them. Natural Nature say, yes, taste and smell like funky feet and breath talking. Yes, you know what? I think they just got to be fresh. I'm gonna have to grow them myself to try it, and maybe later down the line I can prove it. Dan's organic, no. Dan's Permaculture Food Forest. Dan's Permaculture Food Forest. My brother over there, he grows them. And he likes them. He gets them fresh off the tree. I don't know nothing about them. But yes, Morning Mouth. I've only ran into one delicious one in my life. In Orlando, Florida. Also, fresh mangoes taste way better. Yeah, that's where we coming from. Yes, don't eat papaya from the store. They shouldn't sell that, man. That should be a crime against nature. That should be a second-degree felony. Yes, Dan's Permaculture Food Forest. He grow papayas and mangoes. Stephen Lewis said they must be fresh. They spade the ones y'all talking about. I honestly never tasted papaya. Well, don't take our word for it. Now, if you want to go waste $1 or two, because they ain't very expensive, and they about this big, if you want to waste $1 or two, go get one and sniff of it. Get a sniff of it. Don't get none on your fingertips. Don't get none on your fingertips. Cut him open and sniff of it. All them seeds, you scoop out all them seeds, like, ooh, I'm going to plant all of these. And when you taste him and smell him, you throw that and all them 100,000 seeds right in the trash with it. Every time I do, I'll be like, ooh, I'm going to plant all these seeds. No, I'm not. What tropical fruit, a homesteader chick says, what tropical fruit do you have other than citrus? Ooh, we'll be here all day. I got tons of videos. We'll be here all day. God. I won't even start because we'll be here. Let me see. Love fresh pineapple and mangoes. How often should I feed my indoor garden smoothie? See, that's another one. I said I don't do time limits. This stuff ain't gonna burn. It ain't gonna hurt you. Just put a cup with a gallon of water if you planting it, feeding a container, and you could do. I do it whenever. I don't be like once a week, twice a week, 3 times. Just whenever I get the notion. It won't hurt your tree. It won't burn it. Won't burn the roots. Won't burn the leaves. Nothing. So it ain't no time limit to it. No limit soldier. No limit soldier juice. Let me see. It's because store-bought papaya are harvested way too soon. Yeah, so they can stay fresh with them. Pretty in the market. They selling what it look like. They ain't selling what it tastes like. Cynthia Butler. Yeah, I was always aware. So many positives about it. When I tried them from the store, they taste horrible. Yes, they do. First time live. How you doing, Muddy Boy Miami? How you doing? Good to see you here, man. Welcome to the Greenhouse Cafe. We early today. Lucky I'm off so I can keep talking. Man, I gotta go can this brisket, bruh. I got to get this brisket populating. Thank you, Andrea D. Athea said, thanks for sharing knowledge with us. Love homegrown papayas, not store-bought. They taste awful. Yes, they do. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Corvette. Mr. Corvette. Name. Yeah. How do you get rid of an ant on okra? Your ants on okra is because it's aphids on the new growth, either on the leaves, usually it's on the okra itself. You just need to take you a water hose, go out there and spray it with your highest spray nozzle. Spray your whole okra tree down. That go for any tree. Spray your tree down first before you go to spraying all kind of chemicals and garbage. People be like, lead, I burnt my tree up. Lead, my tree is dead. Lead is burned up. What did you do? I sprayed this, sprayed that, powdered this, powdered that. First thing you need to do, analyze the situation. Figure out what's harming your tree. Then the first action with anything, even in life, this is love, life, and relationship advice, and gardening, and finance. Your first thing you should do should be the cheapest, simplest, easiest way. If something wrong with your car, if your car won't start, don't go have an whole engine that's gonna cost you $10,000 put in your car. Your car might not start because it was $1.25 fuse. And that's what we do in this garden. Soon as our plants and stuff start getting a little sick or acting a little funny, we go hard and dump everything in it and spend too much money in chemicals. And no, I call it the Carl technique. Have anybody in here ever seen Sling Blade? These fools stood around for hours all day trying to figure out how to get this lawnmower started. All these so-called mechanics. And it took one man with a mental problem to walk up and say, "What you think, Carl? I can't get this thing to start, man. What you think?" Carl looked at all them dummies. Now, he supposed to be the slow one. He said, "Ain't got no gas in it." One of my favorite movies in the world. Right, French fried taters. That ain't got no gas in it. These fools stood around all day trying to pull this thing, taking the engine apart, unremoving, breaking the engine down, putting it back together. And the man with the mental problem walks up and they jokingly say, like, he ain't gonna know, but just mess with it. "What you think, Carl? What you think wrong with the lawnmower?" "It ain't got no gas in it." I be damn. He said, "Billy, you tried gas? Put it in." I thought you put gas in. A bunch of idiots. So you do the same thing in the garden. You try the simplest thing first before you start wasting your time. True story. True story. I told you I had financial company come over yesterday. Okay? Talking business. True story. So in my windowsill right here, let me move a little paper towel. In my windowsill right here, little bugs collect down there. So I wanted window open, get some fresh air in here. So I went out and got my shop vac, my little shop vac. Dig it. I couldn't find the hose to go to the little shop vac. So the company was coming. I really wanted to get them out of there, and the broom don't quite cut it. So I go looking in the garage all over the place. I look for about 25, 30 minutes for the hose. Then I realized, what do you always do with the hose when you're done with the shop vac? I put it inside the damn shop vac. I coil it up and put it inside the shop vac. So I've been wasting time and energy that I could have been used doing anything else. Stop and think. Your garden is simple. Simple. Spray with water first before you start spraying with neem oil. Spray with neem oil first before you start spraying with all the other weird stuff you about to spray on it. You will be surprised how water can just totally change everything. Your worst problem, mealybug, scale, all of these problems you have with your tree and with your citrus and your trees, your other fruit trees, you'll be surprised how much your water hose just saved you, how much money your water hose just saved you. No special attachments, nothing. Okay? So just trust me, hit it with water first before you do it. And simplicity is the best answer. Start with that first. Start with that first. Like folks, they get a sneeze, achoo! As soon as they sneeze, they go to the hospital. Now you got a $20,000 bill. That happened to me too. I thought I was having a heart attack about 2 years ago. Let me tell you something. So that $15,000 to $20,000 hospital bill cost, that's supposed to cost. But you know what it would have really cost me? Number one, I shouldn't be eating no ham sandwich out the damn gas station in between, it's somewhere in Kentucky in the first place. Number two, I was up in the mountains. Number two, that bottle of Malox is all they gave me. I said, shouldn't you be putting this in the IV? What? Nope. Drink that. Gave me a little cup, drink that. But look, Doc, I think this is it. I need more than this. Just drink this. Man, 15 minutes later, 15 minutes, not an hour, not 2 hours, 15 minutes later, I had a little gas. No, I'm trying to be nice. Had a lot of gas, and I could do a backflip after that. So that bottle of $2 Malox cost me $20,000. Start with the simple stuff first. Right off the bat. Right off the bat, you knew you ate that gas station ham salad sandwich. You knew you done that. That's the first thing you should have thought about. Ham salad sandwich from a gas station next to the beer. It ain't that much hunger in the world. Let me see. Oh, Elizabeth incoming join. Hey, Elizabeth. Tina Payne, $20,000 for a couple Maylocks. Yes. And didn't even give me the bottle. They could at least gave me the bottle to go home with. No, I didn't give you a couple cups of that. Maylocks. Yes. Stop eating that gas station food, eating them hot dogs and them wieners and stuff in them places. Just because they got that sneeze. Let me tell you something. Up north, we got 7-Elevens. 7-Eleven is where you go when everything else is closed and you either high or drunk. You go to 7-Eleven, you buy you one of them wiener dogs and chili cheese dogs, and you just keep pumping that chili on there. Keep pumping that chili, and you scoot over, pump that cheese. And have you ever seen a person that's high or drunk at some sort of buffet at a gas station? They end up doing like this. Oh, spill some chili on them, and they do it under the sneeze guard. And it fall and hit the rim. They do like this. Come on, gas station man, come on. Come on now. I knew better than that. Didn't Rick James say that? No, I know better than that. Yes. Love and Life said, gas have you feeling like you have arthritis? Right? Yes, arthritis aches. Yes. I thought I was having a heart attack. I got gas at the station and I got gas in my body. All of that at that. I ain't gonna name the little place because it was a mom and pop type shop. No, all of that gas. I filled up on number 2 and I filled up till I had the number 2. 7-Eleven is in the yep. Like I said, us Northerners, I know 7-Eleven is all up there. Chicago, New York, Detroit, it's all up there. Good stuff when you hungry, but you know it got to be some stuff not right about it. Okay. Let me see. Can the lead smoothie work for cabbage? Lead smoothie. We're gonna call it the compost smoothie. Compost smoothie gonna work on anything. It's nothing to this. It's gonna work on everything. You'll even see me using the 511 and banana water on my red mustard greens last year. Some of that I was throwing all kind of stuff in there. Frogs was living in it and pooping in it. I would throw old banana peel, slice of bacon in that joint. It don't make no difference. Yes, yes. You always pay later. Yes, you do. Okay, no more questions. I'm going to get out of here. The Valero sausage and biscuit is good. Good luck. Good luck with that. You got 6 more 100 miles to go to your destination. Sitting on that sausage biscuit from Billy's Beer and Fuel. Is red clay dirt good? It depends on where you live and what you're planting in it. My husband has been in the hospital for 3 months now. Don't want to see bills. Thank God he retired from the Air Force. Amen to that. Can you make fruit sweeter through the soil? I've heard of people doing stuff like that. I'm just going to say, listen, just grow the food. Just grow the food. I've heard of crazy stuff like that. Just try your best just to grow the food. Don't be trying to make it sweeter. Don't be trying to make it change colors. Just remember when we were talking about the gas in it? Just try to just get that food growing first. Because I don't even deal with none of that nonsense. I just get the food to grow. Your biggest problem is to get the food to grow and to protect it from the other creatures that want to eat it. That's the big, I don't know. I'm not going to condone it or condemn it one way or the other. Is sandy soil good for fruit trees, and how many can be in the ground in a backyard? It depends on what kind of tree you planting for sandy soil, and how many trees can go in the ground in the backyard is my opinion, and what I do. As many as you can plant out in that bad boy. As many as I can fit in that yard. I don't want to be walking around. Every step I take out there, I'm going to be like Bobby Brown. Every little step I take, I want a tree to be hitting me in the head. I'm telling you, I'm going to be the Willy Wonka of gardening. I want to be walking through this, singing that little song with a top hat on and be picking stuff up and eating it. Paradise. That's how I want to be out here. So all the rules that go towards, can you plant trees close together? I plant them like this. And that's what we're going to talk about next is the pomegranates that I'm planting. I planted my pomegranates up right next to each other because I'm growing them in a bush form. So I don't care what they look like. That will help the pollination. That's how I got the pomegranate. So close planting, I totally agree with close planting. Some people say, no, one root system is going to combat the other root system for nutrients. That too is a lie, says Maury. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if you leave a tree, I don't care what kind of tree it is, if you plant two apple trees this close together, you know what's going to happen? They're going to fuse together, therefore making them have the same root system. They're literally going to fuse just like you grafted them together until it's just one whole trunk. Some of y'all even seen this in your house plants and some of your patio plants where they braided a tree together, and over time, it's not even braided no more. It's just like one, look like twisted noodle of a tree. But it used to be braided and you could see through all the little holes, right? When you plant a tree that close together, all it does is fuse. You're literally doing a long-term grafting technique. And I graft, so I know, and I've done it. If you plant, you know what? Let me show you something real quick. We're going to go outside. I'm going to show you just to prove it, then I'm going to leave y'all alone because I know I've been on here for a long time and I'm getting on y'all nerve. But I got to show you something just to show you what I mean, okay? We're going outside. It's beautiful out there anyway. Okay? Watch this. Stick with me. Goosey gang out here. If my Wi-Fi stick me. Now look, this is my first thing I'm gonna show you. If you leave things long tree, this is what you're gonna get. Do you see? I hope my Wi-Fi ain't cutting out. Do you see this? This is the tag that I grafted this different kind of pear. What pear did I graft on here? This used to be an all Bartlett pear, but now it's like a Bartlett, Moongrow, Orient, Airs, and a couple other ones I grafted on here. That's Orient graft right there. But do you see the, let me zoom in so I can get you in there. See how this used to be a whole nother little bitty branch. Now it look like it's the same tree, don't it? And you see the tag? The tree literally swallowed the tag. I can never remove this. I'm just gonna have to cut it here and cut it here to remove it. Because your tree, let me see if it did it on this side. No. Your tree will merge with anything, just like it'll grow through a fence. It'll grow through anything. Your tree will consume, literally consume whatever is in its way. So if there's another tree here, just like grafting, it consumes it and becomes one. So now this Bartlett is the same as this Orient pear, which is the same as this Secco pear graft here, and so on and so forth. So if you put two trees close together like this, they ain't gonna compete for nutrients. They're gonna become one in one way or another. One might grow a little higher than another one, cut it back down a little bit. After a while, they're gonna start growing together. Now I'm gonna show you one more time. One more thing, okay? Here's my pomegranate tree. Again, this bug is huge. This is the pomegranate that we did the video on, that we pulled the pomegranate off. Now I'm gonna show you, and here's the Parfianca I planted right next to it. See how close I planted that? I'm gonna show you. This how close, let me move this weed. This how close I planted this Parfianca. Right here, and here's the big one. a foot apart, and I'm gonna plant another one right here, 6 inches apart. So I'm gonna show you, and scoot this out the way. This is what happens when you plant things too close. Do you see this wire that I had when this thing was a little baby? Can you believe it needed to be held up? So I hurried up and grabbed anything, which was old wire hanger I had in my yard, and just twisted it around the bark, which I can take loose now. It don't need no help. We'll do that later. But my point is this: it has infused and been engulfed inside of this pomegranate tree. My only thing I could do now is cut it here and cut it here and let it finish consuming the entire wire. It's in there for life, forever. So when you plant something close together like this, it's just what it is. It's gonna be all right. So don't worry. Pick up a tree here. Any more questions, or did my Wi-Fi cut out on me? Yeah, it must have cut out on me. Yes, it adapts. Thank you, Eco Neighbor. Yes, it does. It adapts. Give me 1 second. I'm about to cut this Wi-Fi. Maybe we'll see how my Wi-Fi act. Walk with me. What about 5? What about 6? Can y'all see me? I had to cut my Wi-Fi. Okay. So, okay, y'all got me? Good deal. So I don't got my tripod out here, so I'm gonna be not hand jobbing it. That don't sound right. Okay. So they can stay close together like that forever. 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 What you gonna dig them up for? Why would you plant them close and then move them later? Stay like that forever. I have no intentions on ever moving none of my trees I plant that close. I got apple trees planted right here, 5 feet apart, and I'm gonna put another tree in between them. Let me see. Wow, Memphis. Yes, foggy winter. Okay. Okay, good. Y'all can see me. It's glitching. I'm sure it's glitching. I'm trying to be still. But how many years before you got persimmon fruits on trees? Persimmons fruit very early. Persimmons will fruit maybe in the first year if it's about like 2-3 feet tall, depending on if you're feeding it right and you're watering it right. Persimmons actually fruit soon, very soon. And matter of fact, while we talking about it, I ain't gonna take a pretty one. I'll leave them for my baby. These are some of her favorite. Lady Lead loves these. She complained about the ants and stuff, but so we understand that the Wi-Fi is live for you. Is my Wi-Fi still, I mean, I'm on data now, but is it still acting funny, y'all? How do persimmons taste? I'm gonna say this. They kind of taste like pecan pie. Pecan pie or something real cinnamony. But I'm gonna say this. If you taste one, don't taste one out of the store, because they pick them way too early. Okay, I'm good. Thank you, you guys. Don't pick them out of the store. Pick them from like somebody that grows them. I know that sounds impossible, but try to find a farmer or somebody that grows them, or a friend that grows them themselves. You will be blown away, because most people taste them out of the store like, they didn't taste like nothing. Yeah, you didn't get the right one. So basically, an apple, if planted too close, becomes one tree. I know those trunks get really wide. Yes, yes. If they plant close together, if they don't fuse, they're going to entangle, and some branches are going to. For instance, here's a for you right here. if you have two branches overlapping each other, okay, you're gonna have two problems. One, they're gonna always be rubbing together like cricket legs, right? Which causes them to break the bark, which causes them open up for disease. But if you keep them together like this and tape them like that, they're going to fuse and become one tree that's shaped like a Y. Trust me, I know because I've done it. They just fuse together. It's that simple, really, to graft. That's all you doing. You're very welcome, Abdul Aziz. So we need a Tennessee Greenhouse Lounge cookout. Yes, we do. I got enough land for it. How big is my lot size? How big is, dude? I got almost 2 acres, but I don't use none of it. All the stuff that I grow, all of this stuff here, everybody always see me here with all my gardens. Way over there, my sugar cane and my okra. That's the big garden. Here's the tropical circle. But this is what don't nobody ever see. That's mine up there too, across Washio Creek. All of that land up there to that man fence way up there is mine. All of that, all the way down Washio Creek. Let me see if I can't, all of this is mine, all up there. So the beavers literally live on my land. Y'all gotta, excuse me, I'm watching my step so I don't step on a doggone copperhead. Now I'm under the big tree where I'm about to plant this pawpaw. So all of that land over there, all the way, see, I'm gonna see, you can see this house. Can y'all see that house way up there? Okay, that fence is right at that man's back door. That's my land. I'm not going over there though. Matter of fact, y'all even saw us pick the elderberries off of these bushes right here last summer. All the elderberries, this is where I floated my boat and got all the elderberries. I got that off my own land. What variety of pawpaw? It's called a Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania something. And the reason I got it, because across Washio Creek is some wild pawpaw. Matter of fact, that's one right there, man. Now that the leaves done fell, I can show it to you a little better. Here's a wild pawpaw right here, look. I'm gonna zoom in on it. You can tell by the leaves. Everybody that grow pawpaw and know about pawpaw, no. See that branch right there? That's a wild pawpaw tree. I don't see no fruit, but that's one of many down this creek. So usually the fruit is on there, but it goes so fast, the animals eat it so fast that I never get them. But see, there's a squirrel right there, son of a. So my plan is pawpaws love shade and to be by water like this, where we are by the big tree. This stays shady all day. So I plan on planting a pawpaw tree right here in this space, under this shaded area. So I'll have my own pawpaws on this side of my land, so I don't got to think about going over there, and I can protect them a little better too. I got a Pennsylvania, and I got something else. Don't quote me on that, because I bought 2 different ones, and I know they're going to pollinate because you need different pollinators. Any more questions? Because I know y'all tired of this. Listen, I'm sorry, but I've been trying to answer everybody. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to go grow a lot like you did. Listen, you don't need that much space. Thank you, Mark Jones. You don't need that much space. Hey, Karen Bowers. Everybody think they need 50 acres. Listen, that's a whole acre and some change over there. Just over there for nothing. Just in case I feel like doing something one day. I even was gonna build a bridge one day until I start seeing those deer live over there and them beavers. I ain't gonna make a highway for them. Let me see. I had pawpaws and they died. My fault. No shade. Yeah, no shade on my land. They gotta be in the shade. Now I've been learning a lot about them over the last 6 months. Memphis, Tennessee is under the clear plastic tarp. Thank you so much, Gigi's Curls. C-Lay say, Graves say, we're not tired. Ah, thank you so much. But y'all know good well I talk till the rest of the day. I'm off today too. So, and Lady Led up there teaching her class, I can't mess with her or nothing. I want to go mess with her. I go tap on the office door and she be like, the kids be like, is that your husband? Is that your husband? Can we see your husband? But this is the kind of stuff I get to sit out and watch all day. Slowly crawling back on, just like the rest of them. You see all kind of life walking. You'll see deer, as a matter of fact. You can see the deer trail right here, where they just walk straight across there and back into them bushes. And then they sleep and they bed down. They bed down under this big tree. And you can't even see them. They probably under there right now. We wouldn't be able to see them if we tried. Let me see. Gigi Crab, okay. So yeah, y'all, I'm just messing around. Any other questions before I go? Cause I'm breakfast. Damn turtle, plop back in the water again. You must have a lot of deer meat. Thank you so much. Say the view is beautiful. Yes, and that's one of the reasons I bought this place. I'm gonna show you one thing before we go. Besides my beautiful, delicious persimmon. Rasputia showing off this year. She taking up for Bonita back there. So, how old are your pawpaw trees? They are about 5 feet tall. I don't know how old they are, but they're about 4 or 5 feet tall. And this is Easley Island for the better or for the worse. And remember I was telling y'all about that tree, about stressing them out, beating the tree or just drying it out a little bit. Don't feed it, don't water, then go crazy with it. Remember that? And then it grew little lemons. Remember it was only 3 feet tall? I'm 5'9". Like I said, I plucked all those little lemons off so it could do this. This is the Eureka lemon, the same one earlier this spring that was in the container. So, it might not work for everybody else. It works for me. That's it, look. You can see it better. Same one. In a container. People say, can you grow citrus in a container? Living proof. Living proof. That tree been in a container for over 10 years. This is what I'm proud of, though. I'm going to show you something. I got to let my girls out. Let me let them out, man. They in there tripping. It's time for me to get rid of these banana pups. I got tons of these jokers, too. Let me let them out, then I'm going to show y'all something I got for you. All right, calm down. Calm down. We live now. Y'all showing out. Making a fool of me. All right. Turn them loose. Turn them loose. They all run to that water canner that I showed y'all we made together. How to water all your chickens. It ain't nothing but a 15-gallon cheap $8 garbage can with chicken waterers in them. And they want you paying $200 for one of those. You ain't gotta do that. That whole setup probably cost me $10. So this is one of my pride and joys. We ain't gonna talk about it too loud because I don't want him to come out. Anybody tell me what that is? Anybody? Anybody? We are in my little miniature forest of black sugar cane. We ain't gonna say that too many times. We don't want Billy Ray to hear. Beautiful, beautiful, pure, raw sugar cane. It's so heavy and full of juice that it's falling over. It's time for me to harvest. While we see our girls coming in and out, oh, they busy. Super busy. Look at that. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. That means they done found a lot of stuff and they bringing it home to mama. I'm gonna show y'all one more thing while I'm out here. Did you dry them out? Dry out with my sugar cane? No. Remember I told y'all about grafting? See this gigantic apple tree? Me and Little Led did this. I taught my son how to graft, and this is his work. We chopped this whole tree down right here on every branch. And as you can see, this is one of the grafts my son did. I was doing one while he did one. And every one of these branches is a different apple tree. You don't have to buy those apple trees, those fruit salad apple trees. That's one of the little ones I just did just fairly recently. But see how that branch, let me come around here, you can see it better. See how that branch engulfs the graft? This used to be this size. This was the cut branch. See how it all becomes one? This was my point. That's why I really wanted to come out here and show you. Here's one that this was a saddle graft. You can't even tell almost where that one begins and ends besides it's not. But you see that? We had a bunch of apples and the squirrels got them this year. That's why I started putting my squirrelinator out here. Here's another graft. Now this one definitely did. And he did a hell of a job. As you can see, I can show you how to turn any kind of fruit tree into whatever kind of fruit tree you want. That's, oh, see, I didn't even see this. I'm always so busy at work, I didn't even look and see this. Them angel trumpets, I cut all them cuttings to give y'all and I left one stalk left just so I could see that last beautiful hit. They blooming too. That's beautiful. And now just to give you some kind of visual of how big, how tall that is. I don't want the sun to get in. Let me see. I'm under the bales. I'm way under the bales. Can you see I gotta reach up to touch it? That's what your angel trumpet cutting is gonna do. I know when you get it, okay, that's even a better, I know when you get the angel trumpet cutting, you're gonna be like, what the hell is this? This is what it's going to do. And all you gotta do is stick it in the ground or put it in some water. And it's gonna do this in one summer. One summer, that 10-inch piece that I gave you is going to turn into this in one summer. That's my word. And everybody in here to grow angel trumpets know I'm telling the truth. It'll do this in one summer. It came from the very ground to this
one summer. Nope, that's the angel trumpet. But my sugar cane, somebody said something about the sugar cane. Let me see. We need more men like you. Hats off. Thank you so much. I don't know too many more men like me. It'd be a crazy society. Do you still have some available? Have some what? Some cuttings? Yep. Soon as I make sure everybody is taken care of, I'm gonna put them back out for sale. But I'm gonna let Lady Led do it this time. She's my financial advisor. I don't keep track of that stuff very well. I ain't gonna lie about it. Will angel trumpets grow in Pennsylvania? Yes, they will in a container. And as a matter of fact, I'll show you. Hey, I love them, but I'm afraid to grow them. That's okay, I understand. You ain't gotta grow them. Okra. What about okra? What about okra? What a beautiful question. This is Lady Led's specialty. This is the big garden over here, y'all. Before I get over there, remember I told y'all I moved the big LSU gold fig and moved it over here? Didn't I say they come back to life? So whoever was asking me about, all the leaves fell off my figs, calm down. They gonna come back. Trust me. See that? All that green? All the leaves is down there crumbled up around it. Don't worry. It's coming back. As long as you got all the roots, you dug it up right. Because this one did the same thing when I moved it. Remember, I got a whole video of that. Me taking it out the pot, putting it in the ground. Every leaf fell off. And now look, it's fully leafed out, fruiting all over again. This is what I tell y'all. Don't panic. See, they say, oh, I got brown spots on my fig. Leave it alone. It's all right. You ain't got to panic. This is not one of them plastic plants that you get out of one of these Michaels or something. But anyway, back to action. This is Jeopardy. No, this is the okra. Somebody said, what about okra? We got a whole field of dreams of okra right here. And yes, it really is that tall. I'm going to show it to you. Look at that. Okra, we've been eating okra all summer. Storing it, canning it, eating it. Okra all day long. Right behind the sugarcane field. So I know I never show this stuff very much. That's because I told you, I still got so much I can't show you. But just to show you how tall this okra is. This is as tall as my arm will go. I don't know if you can see that. This okra, we can't reach that up there. We can't reach it. So that's all the seeds that Lady Led. We're gonna let those go to seed, and that's all the seeds that she's gonna add into the seed exchange and letting you win these okra seeds, because it's nothing to us, but it might be something you just can't get your hands on. Excellent. So this is what I see every day, y'all. And since we out here, hey, DT, I fenced this garden in because we about to have the greens popping off in there and in the containers. But I'm gonna go in this greenhouse because somebody said, what about here's all the trees that in containers that I got, just a few of them. But I want to show y'all something. This the real greenhouse lounge. It be popping. And my ribs feel better. Ooh, it's hot as bacon bits in this mofo. Remember I told y'all about the ponderosa lemon? Look at this sucker. That's a ponderosa lemon, and it's a baby. Let me let this biting fly out of here. That sucker trying to eat me. Okay. This is a ponderosa lemon. And it's just a baby. They literally get 3 or 4 times bigger than this. That is not a grapefruit. That is a lemon. People say, oh, I got ants. Don't worry, man. They ain't gonna, you just got to get it's aphids somewhere you got to get off of them. That's all. And the ants will go away. But it's back blooming. It even got another ponderosa lemon. And now I got this greenhouse. I'm going to have plenty of them coming up soon. Bears, limes. I don't be worried about the mosquitoes, doggone. flies trying to tear me up. And variegated Eureka lemon. So we got tons of stuff in here. This is Lady Led's little operation room for now. As far as this is what you do with your angel trumpet cutting. Just jam it in some cheap soil and it's gonna grow. You see, stuff is gonna eat them, but still, it's growing. This is what you do. It's that simple. Or stick it in the ground if it's that time of the year in your area. You can do this. Red mustard greens popping off. Coconuts popping off. Coconuts, boy. Yeah. My other little mosquito plant. I could do this all day, y'all. Let me leave y'all alone. Whew. It's hot as balls in there. Spray with soap, suds, and bugs. Yeah. I've never had spinach stew. Hey, Paul Mitchell. Y'all doing them. You know what, man? We got a lot. We got so much going on. We don't even talk about it. Nobody even knew I grew pomegranates. I walk past them right here every day, just coming out the house. Do I use neem oil? Only when I have to. Here's that pawpaw. Here's a pawpaw tree that I need to go put in the shade. Let me see. I never looked at it. I just seen pawpaw. So that's going to be like a native pawpaw. It's no, the other one is up front, and that says Pennsylvania for sure on it. Cement containers. Told you. We picked that up from out there and brought it up here. Getting too much sun up here, pick it up again, move it out there. This is why I like cement containers so bad. You don't gotta build no raised bed garden if you don't want to. If you don't want to. Here go all them doggone pomegranates that I gotta plant up under the tree. But this is all Lady Led's work this year. This year, I did not do any work on the back patio. She's still up here working her thug. This so, I don't like showing a whole bunch of stuff because I'm sorry. I don't like showing a whole bunch of stuff because we will literally, like now, be on this mug all MF and day. I'm freezing up. I believe it. Hold on.